My name is Edidiong Obo, and I am with the wonderful Nike Famojuro. I believe I said that right.
Yes, you did.
Oh, awesome. Okay. And she is one of our TEDxAlief speakers. So I'm excited to hear more about her story and what she does, just because I feel like it's really relatable to a lot of people when it comes to time management and things of that sort. So I'm just going to go ahead and go straight into it. So you are known as a mom leader, right? A time management strategist. So tell us more about what that means for those who are not familiar with that.
Well, I'm so grateful for being here. First of all, I'm very excited for being at the TEDx event and just sharing my own idea when it comes to time management. Well, the thing about time management, when you think about it, is whatever goal that you want to achieve or whatever plan that you have, if you understand how to manage your resource, which is your 24 hours, then it's easier for you to get that goal ticked off from your list of things to do. So that's what time management basically is all about, making sure that your time actually reflects what's important to you.
So, I kind of want to know a little bit more about that, right? How did you find your way into managing people's time, or just even how do you manage your own time? How did you, I don't know if I would say fall into this, but how did you get into this industry?
Okay, how did I fall? I'm going to use the word fall into it because I fell into it.
Okay.
I became a mom. I was running my business, and somehow I just felt like I had to find that balance. Like I was stressed out from running a business. I was stressed out from being a mom. I was stressed out from everything, and I didn't have any social life. The business, it looks like every time the business flourish, I have to sacrifice in another area. And I had to stop and think, what is the underlying problem here? It's how I manage my time. If I can just figure out a way to manage my time in such a way that I can find that balance between being an entrepreneur and being a mom and being a friend and being a sister and being all these other things, areas and roles that we play in our lives, then I would be in a better place. I wouldn't be so stressed out. I wouldn't be like this horrible people that, person that nobody wants to be around. So that's how I fell into it. And then I started my research to find what would work, what is out there. And there are a lot of time management ideas and strategies out there, let's be honest. But I had to find out what would really work for me and my circumstance. And that's when I had a eye-opening moment for a lot of things, which I'm going to share on that day when I'm giving my talk on TEDx. Like, look, I've tried this, I've tested it, I know this works, and if you apply this, it would help you as well. And when I figured it out, it kind of even changed the nature of my business. I stopped because I used to help moms to build their own businesses. Then I thought, no, I'm going to go back. It's not about moms building their businesses anymore. It's about you understanding how you're using your time. And then once you get that structure in place, you can do anything you want to do. You can learn anything you want to learn. You can pick up a new hobby. You can start a new business. You can do anything. The real problem here is not that we don't have ideas. We don't have goals. It's just how we're using that time is what's really kind of like stressing us out. So that's how I fell into it. And that's what I've been doing since then.
Wow. Like I said, this is something that is a lot of people, everybody needs to know how to manage their time. And specifically, I'm not a mother yet, but I do have friends who are mothers, and some of them, as of most recently, they're new mommies, right? And so one of the things that I saw on your website was just when you became a new mom, you were trying to figure out that mom identity. Plus, you also had some other ideas and talents that you wanted to, get out there and trying to balance that time. So I'm just kind of curious, in the line of work that you're doing, as it relates to moms, what are some of the issues that you see with, that maybe, linked or similar amongst your clients that time management is an issue, or time management kind of becomes, something that they struggle with? What are some of those key things that you see similarly amongst your clients that kind of brings that forth?
Okay, so I think the most common one is really the mindset. Like, we all have the 24 hours. And if you think about it, there are people that are achieving all they need to achieve with this 24 hours. It's not like someone has a secret code to kind of buy extra hours in your day and, you get 30 hours. No, we all get the 24 hours. So the issue is not, is 24 hours enough? That's not the issue. The issue is more of a mindset as a mom. Like the underlining factor that I'm saying with moms that happen over and over again is the fact that we want to do everything, we want to be everything, we want to achieve everything. Now there's this simple thing that you can just do in your day. When you think about all the tasks in your day and you put the number of hours it would take you to achieve each task, now add it up and ask yourself, is it even equal to 24 hours? Most of the time for moms, it's usually like 40 hours or 60 hours in. You can just see the impossible there right away, because think about it, you have 24 hours, but then you still have 8 hours or 6 hours of sleep taken out of it. So really, you don't really have the full 24 hours. So the underlying thing I see happening is just that mindset of, I can do everything, I'm a super mom, I can figure it out, and I'm just going to make it work, and I'll just sacrifice my sleep to achieve that because I want to be a super mom. So that's the underlying thing.
One thing I know that, a lot of people, and this is something that's a common thing, that, being a mom is a full-time job, right? It's something that you can't take it off. You're on call 24/7. And so I know that, you talk about what the term coined mom leaders. So I want you to tell me, like, what exactly is a mom leader? And then how can a new mom be a mom leader if she's not already that?
Okay, so a mom leader is, if you think about you running a home, you're like in a leadership place, kind of running a home, right? And your sheep is your family and your kids in there. So you are actually the leader because you kind of dictate, maybe what foods your family would eat, what kind of holidays will go on, and all of those little decisions that we're making every single day. But if we don't see ourselves as leaders, where we are being an example, we are developing ourselves as moms so that we can teach something, right? They can learn from us because they're all looking up to us like, Mom, what do we do? What do we do? So a mom leader is just someone that is willing to develop herself and also tap into a new identity that you have now as a mom, because everything changes, right? You're a mom, but a lot would have changed. Your priorities would have changed. Your core values would have changed. Your vision and all of that would have changed. Tap into that and find a way to manage your time so that you can become who you need to become, which is a mom leader, leading at home, leading in your business, leading in your profession, in your career, just leading everywhere you go. But the only way you can achieve that is you're constantly developing yourself so that you can fully function in those roles. So that's what mom leaders are.
Wow. Okay. I'm definitely taking some notes for when that time comes. So I have a question for you, right? So you have and I guess I'm more focused on moms, but for those who are new moms, right? Like maybe their child is within the 12 months, right? And they're still trying to figure out how to balance. Like maybe you have let me paint a scenario. You have a mom who is a young professional. Maybe she's a newlywed, or they've been, wedded for maybe 2 years or so. They just had a newborn, maybe about 6 months ago. Or 9 months ago, so they're now easing back into the corporate workspace. But she also has so many different talents that she wants to now pick up a business. Maybe it's, sewing, or maybe it's speaking, whatever it is. Meanwhile, like you said, she has to be the leader, right, in that home. So I'm curious, what would be some advice, or at least one piece of advice that you would give to a person who's in that situation, who is a fresh new mom, still trying to, maybe she even has a business already, and having the baby was kind of one of the things where you're like, okay, I don't know how I'm gonna manage my time. What is a piece of advice that you would give mothers who are trying to become a mom leader, or still trying to juggle, that time management? What is one piece of advice you would give them?
Okay, the best advice I would give is figure out where you can split up your day. You can literally move around different roles, and then your day should actually reflect that. So maybe you have a career when you're, at work. that's a time that you should block out for work, right? So when you're running your business, you take off the hat and you're an entrepreneur, right? And then when you're a mom, you get down and dirty in the mud and play with the kids and be the mom. So structure your day to reflect what your life really looks like. So you block out days. But underneath all of that, there's a key word, which is graciousness. You need to be gracious to yourself. This stage of motherhood, it's like little tunnels and little phases. This phase you're in when you have a little child, it's gonna pass. And your child's gonna go off to school, and then you're gonna have more time than you do right now. And think about it, after that stage is gone, they go off to college and they leave the house someday. And then so it's like little phases, and then you decide how many hours can I really function, whether in your business or your career, whilst this child is at this particular stage. So think about a newborn, for example. Like a newborn baby probably feeds every 2 hours. And that just sucks up all your time, like literally. It sucks up all, I'm being honest now. So if it's gonna suck up all your time and all you can spare for your business is just 2 hours every day, and you dedicate that 2 hours over 5 years, do you know what that would be? That's amazing. I mean, it's better than you not doing it. And then you know that when that child is 5, the kind of demand they have is different. And then now you can spare 4 hours for your business or 5 hours for your business. It's all in phases, and you need to be gracious, and most importantly, let your 24 hours actually reflect what your life really looks like. So that's my best advice.
Wow. Okay. That, like I said, this is definitely things that people need to hear and need to be able to implement in their lives. So I'm going to kind of switch gears here. I'm curious, did a lot of this piece of advice, did you see this from your upbringing? So you're one of 7 siblings. And so I'm just curious, did you see that kind of like structure and balance and management in your home, or how you were brought up, or was it a lack of that and it pushed you towards like, I need to be able to manage my time?
Okay, honestly, so I'm one of 5, but from 7. And I did see that with my mom. My mom was an entrepreneur. Before then, she was in corporate. She had a very successful career. And then she had 5 children to cater for as well. So I did see the way she kind of moved through the different times in her day. And I'm going to be honest. So when I had my own baby, I thought, my mom could do this. I can do this too. Until reality hit me and I'm like, oh, okay. So really, I saw that, and I saw that it was possible. And that was something that made me really go on that journey. Like, I need to figure this out because I know it's possible. Like, I saw that growing up, and she didn't even make me realize how hard it was until it happened to me. I remember when I had the first child, I called her up and said, how did you do it with 5? Like, seriously, like, I'm struggling here with just 1. So knowing that is possible made me go on a search. So that's why I got in there.
Wow. Okay. So I'm going to still deal with the culture aspect. So culturally, I want to ask, first of all, where are you from? And then secondly, do you see, similarities in different cultures as it relates to time management? Like, for example, in like Nigerian families, there's usually like a lot of kids, or, you're maybe like one of 5 or one of 4 is like the typical. So your mother is also, maybe she's a market woman, or maybe she has her own business. She also has a lot of things going on. So you have to manage time. Whereas in America, it's kind of like that time may be, split up differently. So I'm just kind of curious to what's your take on just the different cultures and how they implement time management into their family home or just into their lives.
I feel that, so I'm from Nigeria, and to be honest, in Nigeria, there's something that I see there. It's culturally different, which is the fact that in Nigeria, a mom doesn't have a problem asking for help. Like, I would expect it. It's like, it's my right. It's my right for you to show up. If she has a younger sister or a mom or all of that, it's my right for you to come and help me. But here, it's, you really need to go out and ask for help. So when it comes to time management, like, and especially as a mom, because that's what we're talking about, you cannot even do everything you need to do in a day. You need to leverage on the help that is out there. And being here, my greatest suggestion is what is the help that's around you? And if you don't look, you wouldn't know. If you don't ask, you wouldn't get help. But in Nigeria, you don't have to ask. They show up. Like, you have to kick them out after a while. gonna show up. Everybody wants to help. Like you go out shopping and someone wants to help you carry your baby. That's how it is. So
Right.
that in its way here, you having to do everything within the time you have just is so different, and it affects the way you manage your time. But having said that, there's help out there. You just need to look and you will find it. You can outsource things in your business. You can get help. You can get help around the house. You just have to probably pay for it rather than when he's back home, he's free. So.
Right. Okay. So I just kind of want to know just a little bit. I mean, you're a trainer, you're an author, you're a speaker. So how has the journey in TEDx been for you thus far? How's it been?
Wow, it's been amazing because when I started off, I used to work with moms, and then being on TEDx now, I'm getting to speak on different platforms that doesn't even have to do with moms. And I'm okay with that because the truth is when it comes to time management, like you said, it affects everybody.
Right.
When you know how to figure out your time as a mom, I think like it's going to be easier for, other areas because you can just adapt it in that way. So having the opportunity to just say, I am going to be part of TEDxAlief has kind of opened doors. And I've even had clients in my business that are not even moms. Like I've had dads, I've had, single people that are not even married and all of that. So that has just opened like a new door for me and also made me go back to the books and kind of improve myself more. Like, hey, you guys have to meet up with this standard that you guys have helped me to create.
Nice. Okay. So September 5th, you guys can catch her talk. It's going to be about time management and a whole bunch of other things that work. So you want to make sure that you tune into that. So Nike, where can we find you? Where can we connect with you so that people can, have you as a time management strategist in their life?
Okay. So my website is www.momleader.com, and on Facebook I am a mom leader, and on Instagram I'm on Mom Leader Movement. Those are the ways you can find me, or I can send you an email and then you let me know too.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Ms. Nike, for doing this interview. Again, September 5th. You do not want to miss her talk. So make sure you get your tickets today. Again, I'm Edidiong Chris Obo, and thank you again.
Thank you.
All right.